Welcome, loved friends in Christ. We're so glad that you have decided to join us for Tuesday worship at St. James Lutheran. As you know, we continue to offer these short worship services each day of the week during this time when we have suspended worship services at our facility. So please join us on your computer by live streaming. We look forward to sharing this time together.
A reading from Psalm 6. I am weary with my moaning. Every night I flood my bed with tears. I drench my couch with my weeping.
A reading from Psalm 137. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down and there we wept when we remembered Zion.
Today we will share with you another reading from Diane Jacobson. The seas of chaos are internal as well as external. Internal chaos is marked by the salt water of our tears. Like the psalmist, we also know that the chaotic waters of grief can drench and drown us as in a flood. The chaotic flood of tears may come for so many reasons: personal loss, anxiety, feelings of inadequacy, depression. At such times, the Psalms of Lament give expression to our often confused and complicated feelings. We learn to tell the truth to God rather than pretend that all is well with the world. Through the Psalms, our tears become our prayers, and even when our sorrow is expressed in anger, the words ring true. With the help of the Spirit, we are able to give our sorrow over to God. Israel knew full well that such sorrow was not simply confined to personal grief. Nations and communities also weep. Psalm 137 is a psalm of weeping, a community lament that expresses the sorrow Israel felt because of being exiled to Babylon, the capital city of the nation that had overrun their homeland and destroyed the temple in Jerusalem. Surrounded by the taunting enemy and filled with tortured memories of recent horrors, they cry out to God with prayers of sorrow. They ask, how can we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land? And we wonder as well, how do we sing God's praise when weighed down with worry or crushing grief? Here is found one of the stunning realities of the faith for Israel. It is only in exile that Israel comes to know the depth of God's grace, concern, and God's promise. The people Israel learned that God is found in absence as well as in presence, in sorrow as well as in joy. Insight and faith were born out of the loss and the sorrow. So it was as well for the first followers of Jesus. Only after they experienced the deep sorrow of losing Jesus to death, only when they were faced with the realities of the cross of Christ, did they come to know the depths of God's love. God's power and wisdom were not fully manifest in the ways they expected. Avoiding the cross was not an option. Such lessons are difficult to learn. We are not to mask our tears or pretend. In the midst of our weeping, we are met by God and we are given hope. Receive our tears, O Lord. Take them to your heart and cherish the truth that is found there. Then, dear Lord, dry our tears and let us rest in you. This we ask in Christ's name. Amen.